Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and in this another video of this series. And in this video guys, we are going to learn how to install Ubuntu 20.0.1 and this is very informative video. So I am not wasting any more time here and let me begin with the very first one. Okay, so here I'm taking I'm using this software VMware Workstation Pro. So we will create, I think one is already running. Okay, I have removed it. So we will installing one fresh Ubuntu desktop. Okay. So first of all guys, here, first of all you should see about it what is we are going to do here. So guys, Ubuntu desktop is easy to use. I'm giving a small, overview about it. So Ubuntu desktop is very easy to use and easy to install, and it includes everything you need to run on your organization, school, home or enterprise. It is also a open source, secure and accessible and free to download. Very simple, you can download from internet it very easily. So for example, you can go to this site ubuntu.download/desktop, and even you can give like Ubuntu desktop like that, and you will reach to that website. So it is coming on top only. You can select this and download, and from here. So as of now, Ubuntu 20.04.1 long-term service is available. Okay, and like it is like up to, you can see this one is until April 2025. You can see here, download the latest long-term service version of Ubuntu for desktop, PC and laptop. And LTS stands for long-term support, which means 5 years until 2025 April of free security and maintenance updates guaranteed. So you will have guarantee for 5 years. And guys, I have already downloaded ISO image, and this is second thing requirement. So you should you should know about it also. You will need to consider the following before starting the installation. Okay, connect your laptop or desktop to power source and ensure you have at least 25 GB of free space or 5 GB for minimal. You should have minimum 5 GB and 25 is okay, and have access to either DVD. You should have either DVD of this operating system or USB. Okay, USB flash drive like bootable pen drive, and make sure you have a recent backup for your data. If you are installing on any computer which is already in use, or if you have any data, you should take a backup of the data and then you should use that system for installation. So this is what you should even if you are upgrading, you should take backup. If you have existing Ubuntu, for example Ubuntu 11 and all, or 16 like that, so you should take backup. So this is the requirement. And the later the next one is boot from CD. So once you start, you will have multiple options, like it is easy to install Ubuntu from DVD, or here is what you need to do, like put the Ubuntu DVD into your DVD drive and restart your computer. As soon as your computer boots, you will see the welcome message. Okay, and this is third and this is fourth. And boot from USB flash drive. If you want to boot it from you have bootable pen drive, so most computer will boot from USB automatically. Simply insert the USB flash drive and either power on your computer or restart it. You should see the same welcome window we saw in the previous install DVD. Okay, like that. And then you will have to give option to choose language, either install like this image will come. And if your computer doesn't automatically boot, then definitely you should use F12 or like that, any key which is supported by your computer. So this is what you have to use for installation. And guys, here F12 is the most common key for bringing up your system's boot menu, but escape F2 F10 common alternative. So you can try this also. And if you are unsure, look for brief message when you when your system is start, if you don't know which key to press, then you should read, you will get that message, okay, at the time of boot. So these are the steps you have to follow. So let me show you here. So guys, this is, I'm going to install one server here and operating system. Yes, I have selected Ubuntu here only, and let me see if I can change anything here. So let me take this one, 64-bit, and Ubuntu, I'm giving Ubuntu only name, and I need to keep this virtual disk somewhere, so I'm giving this in this folder and click next here. So I can give 50 GB. I have a space here and single, store in single and customize. I will have to, I'm giving like 8 GB RAM, or let me give 13 GB RAM. I gave 13, more than 13. And even processor I can increase to 2 processor it, because it should be installing faster. That is why I'm doing all those things. And just adding the image, iOS image, because guys, this flavor is taking, I mean this 20.04.1 is taking little bit time for installation as compared to previous, like I had installed in my previous video 11.04. and this is what you have to do, simply and finish and power on this virtual machine. So you can see it is coming, welcome window and all whatever we have discussed. See, it will check file, I mean checking disk, it will check couple of things here, like file system check in progress. So this is the first stage of installation, and check finished, no error found. This is what I was telling you. If you install older version like 11.04, that operating system will not take this much time, and this is taking a little bit more time. Even we have given 12 GB RAM. So that is the functionality of operating system. We cannot do much about it. And just you can see here, if you click on this, you can increase volume, or even you can select like you can see wired connection or non-wired connection. You can power off and log out from here, and if you click on this, same thing is coming, and you from here you can shut down. So guys, you got the first screen here. Now you are getting like you can try Ubuntu without making any change to your computer directly from CD, but we are installing it, so you should install. If you click try Ubuntu, let's see what is coming. So generally we have to select this option. So it is coming, like once again it is starting. Okay, it is telling you like it is giving you pre-installed kind of thing. Installation is not done, but still you can do something from here. Okay, and we are going to install it, so we will not use it, but you can see each and everything we will be getting once we are done with this installation. Okay, so it is try only, so we have to reset this once again and reset, and we'll see the same process. Just now I wanted to show you what is the use of this try Ubuntu, because generally most of people will tell you to install only, click on install and go forward, but you should know the other option also, what it is actually. And here we will get like prepare to install Ubuntu. You will first be asked to select your keyboard and all. Okay, if the installer doesn't guess, then we will have to select keyboard layout and all. Okay, and then it will tell you like what you want, normal installation or minimal installation. Okay, so I will show you here. So once we get that graphic here, okay, so now we will install now. Okay, it is asking you keyboard layout only, so I'm going to use English United States and English only. Continue here. Now it is telling you update and updates and other software. So you have multiple options like what apps would you like to install to start with. So like normal installation, here you will get web browser, utilities, office software, games and media players. If you want to install minimal like web browser and basic utility, you can select this, but we should use as much as we can use applications of any operating system. So we will be going with normal installation and other options here, like even you can download updates while installing only. So for that you will have to be connected to internet, but I'm not doing that. And even like install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media format. So that is also I'm not doing here, but if you want you can do it. That will be your updated OS. So just click continue and let's see what is coming next. So we are done with this. Okay, we saw normal installation, we saw minimal installation. Let's see next what is coming. That is, this one is also we have seen like normal installation, minimal installation, and the next one is allocate drive space. So guys, I have uploaded one separate video about manual disks partition and disk allocation in that video. If you want you can learn. In this video I am going to use default only. I will not creating any partition, but if you want to see how to create partition, like I had created 4 partition. One is root, home and directory, like that. So you can go to and see from that video, and let me show you here. I think I have opened my YouTube channel, so I can show you here. Yes, this is the video. This is the one, and this was like what is boot, root directory, swap and home partition. I have already uploaded and you can check from there. And even I have discussed about this part in that video. So guys, now here we will have erase disk and install Ubuntu, this kind of options. Okay, and let's see. So where are we now? Yes, we got this, like erase disk and install Ubuntu, and we have advanced feature also. Okay, none selected as of now, and this is what I'm talking about. If you want to install like by default, you can go with this option, and if you want to do manual like partition, then you will have to select this option, something else. Okay, so you can create or resize partitions yourself or choose multiple partitions for Ubuntu. So I'm not doing that one. If you click, you will get you will go to this place, but I'm going back here, and we'll say this one. So guys, here for security purpose you have advanced feature here. So if you click here, you are getting like none first of all, and you have second option like use LBM with new Ubuntu installation. Okay, so this is for security purpose. Encrypt the new Ubuntu installation for security. You will choose a security key in next step, and even you can use this experimental. So here it will erase disk and use ZFS. So we will use this key. Okay, it will generate one key here. So I am selecting this because if I want to apply more security. Okay, so I'm just giving this and click install now. So here it is asking me for a key. So guys, this will encrypt. Now let's see. Disk encryption protects your file in case you lose your computer. Okay, if you are using any computer, desktop or laptop, and someone has stolen that, so in that time this key will be helpful to recover your, if you want, someone is trying to access, he will have to give this key. Very simple. Okay, if he knows, then only he can access your disk. But if he doesn't know about this key, he cannot access your disk. So we can create that key here. I'm giving one key here, and it is telling password do not match. Okay, so now it is done, and like it is telling you like it requires you to enter a security key each time the computer start up. Okay, if this computer is stolen by someone and he is powering on the system, so he will have to use this key. So there is no use if he is stealing this computer and he doesn't know about key. Well, that is a security. And this is warning, like if you lose this key, all data will be lost. So you should remember this key. You should not lose this key. If you need to write down the key and keep in safe place, yes, you should make a note of this key. And for more security, overwrite empty disk space. So if you want, even you can select this, and this may take some more time, so I'm not selecting this. So just click install now. So this is a default installation. Okay, and it will create two what should I say, two partition. One is swap and one is root, where this operating system is going to be installed. But manually we can create multiple partitions. There will be logical and like that. So it is telling you, if you continue, the changes listed below will be written to the disk. Otherwise you will be able to make further changes manually, and the following partitions are going to be formatted. Like one is creating, it is using ext4 that is default file system, and that is for root. Okay, and one is swap, and you can click continue. So we'll see installation now, and this is what I just took a screen here to tell you. And continue, we have done just now 7th step, and the 8th one is, now it will tell you where you are. You have to select location, you're like in wherever you want to install it. Okay, let's see whether that is coming or not. So it came here. Yes, I am in Calcutta. So I'm in India, so I'm selecting Calcutta. You will get Calcutta location only. So click continue here, and now it is telling you username. So let me give the username here, and here you can give virtual machine name, and I'm giving 01 only. And this is like username and password. Okay, this is not matching. I made a mistake here, it seems. Okay, and you can select even like login automatically or require password to login. So if you want to enable more security, give this one, require my password to login. And now guys, you can see, welcome to Ubuntu, fast and full of new features. The latest version of Ubuntu makes computing easier than ever. Here are just a few cool new things to look out for. And it is copying, it will copy multiple files and install all those files on this system. And once this, we will see little bit, and in next video I will be discussing about all the files in detail one by one. Whatever applications and utilities are available on this. And this is what we have to do: username, computer name, and pick a username and choose password. Okay, login details, and the next one is background installation. So the same thing is going on as of now. Okay, depending on the speed of machine, so it may take some more time sometimes, or it takes less time. And this is the last step here. Once installation is done, you will get installation is complete. You need to restart computer in order to use the new installation. And that is what, congratulations for you, you have successfully installed the world's most popular Linux operating system. It's now time to start enjoying Ubuntu. So let's see what is going on here. And you can see guys here, find even more softwares. It is installing lots of things like, this is VLC, we can see here, and like editor picks YouTube, Opera, you can see Notepad, Audacity, Firefox, and here this is for music. You can see this is include software, music player, and available software Spotify, VLC. And if you click this one, have fun with your photos. So for photos also, it is telling you like Shotwell Photo Manager, GIMP Image Editor, Shortcut Video Editor, and let's see some more things here. So it is going to install 147 what should I say, applications or files. And here guys, once again, like for make the most of web, if you want to access internet, you will have a Firefox web browser, Thunderbird, and supported software Chromium. Okay, apart from this, you will have everything you need for office purpose, like you have Excel, PowerPoint, Word. Okay, an operating system available to everyone, developed for everyone, that will just work for anything you need. And here once again you can access for everyone, like you can change appearance, assistive technologies we have, language support we have. So we will be seeing in detail, we will be doing complete study about this operating system in my next video once this installation is done, because it may take some time. And help and support is also there. The official communication documentation covers many of the most common area about Ubuntu. It's available for both online and by a help icon in the dock at Ask Ubuntu. You can use this also, question answers and local community team. And apart from this, for pointers to other useful resources, please visit. You can go to support site also. So retrieving all the files required for this installation, for successful installation, and now installing language packages. Even you can skip this if you want, but you should not skip, you should wait for some time. So you can see lots of things is happening here. Configuring hardware now. Okay, so this is the last step we are waiting for to see this installation is complete. And let's see, still configuring hardware. So guys, it is we have given, it takes some time. If you talk about older version, they are little faster because they have little bit, a little less resources, I should say. And here you can see even we have given 13 GB RAM and it is taking time. And processor, number of processors, 2 processor. Okay, so not an issue, it's okay. So it is completing, removing couple of things. You can see removing lots of things and even installing. So whatever is required, it will be doing. It is a 64-bit operating system we are going to install. It is almost done. This installation is almost done here. Running DP KG, and yes, very interesting operating system it is. And in next video we will be seeing, I will show you installation of server, and the next video will be like what is we have in this Ubuntu operating system. We will be doing a study about all the resources I should say, like features and application utilities we have with this operating system. Okay, and then I will be installing Ubuntu server, and that too you can download from web. I have already downloaded ISO image, that is I have here this one. it is 20.0.4 live server, 20.04.1 server. This is already downloaded, and we will be doing Fedora server installation also in my coming up video. That is also I have already downloaded. Okay, so I will be doing all those things one by one. Now it is downloading packages, so I can skip, I think, this one. I am connected to internet, that is why it is downloading. So let's see. It is telling 1 minute, some around 1.5 minutes remaining. So I am connected to internet, that is why it is downloading. 2 minutes. Or even I can disconnect this from internet. So it is showing you on CLI mode here. I clicked skip. Let's see. So you can see what is going on here on this CLI mode also. So guys, installation is complete. You need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation, and restart now. And this is final. Please remove the installation media, then press enter. So we are not using any DVD or USB, so here I can just click enter, and now it is asking for that key only, that encryption key I have created. Okay, so this is a security, guys, and that was, let me give that key here, then only I can go further. Okay, nobody can. Oh, I gave wrong password. So it is now telling you press Ctrl C to cancel file check. Once again, you can click here file check if you want to cancel. Ctrl plus C to cancel all file system check in progress, because it will consume time, it will take time. And so you got this login window, and it is telling username and give password now. So I am logged in to Ubuntu 20.04.1 OS operating system, and this is interface. Now it is telling connector your online account, so I am not using anything like that. Okay, so I can escape, and it is telling you, like, live patch or something like that. So I'm just giving next here, and help improve, and no, I don't send system info and all. So just click next here, and privacy location server. So if you want to enable it, you can enable it. It tells you allow application to determine your geographical location, and indication is shown when location service in use. So I'm not doing that. Just do and just click. You are ready to go. You can use software to install app, like, so we have so many things here. Okay, so we will be seeing all these things in coming up videos. As of now, I'm doing done only. So guys, we are done with the installation, and we will do detailed study in my next video. So I will meet you in next video. Till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching for this video, and guys, do me a favor, that is just like the video, comment, share and subscribe, and wait for my next video.